Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's Linda McCroft and I'm from Alternative Approach and I'm creator as well of the Tap Yourself Slim program. And I'm here today to teach you how to use EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, this tapping technique, to reduce negative emotions like fear, anger, guilt, sadness, anxiety and cravings, to help make life more manageable and much easier. So first of all, we need to rate the problem. Okay, so what I mean by that is, out of 0 to 10, what's the level of intensity of that emotion? You know, how afraid do you feel? How angry do you feel? Right? Where 0 is there's no intensity whatsoever, and 10 is as bad as it could possibly be. So just rate that, come up with a number, don't think too hard about it, and then just pop that number to one side. Then we do what we call the setup statement. Now, for the setup statement, we tap on the karate chop part of the hand. So this is the part where if you were going to do a karate chop, you'd make contact. We tap on here, and at the same time, we always say a statement. And the statement goes something like, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. So it might be, even though I'm afraid of flying, I deeply and completely accept myself. Or, even though I'm really angry, I deeply and completely accept myself. Or, even though I feel really anxious, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, so we tap the side of the hand, and let's take the example that at the moment we're working on anxiety. So we might say, even though I feel anxious, I deeply and completely accept myself. And we repeat this 3 times. So once again, even though I feel anxious, I deeply and completely accept myself. And once more, even though I feel anxious, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then we move on to the reminder phrase. And to do this, we repeat the middle part of the statement, so the problem part of the statement. In this example, I feel anxious. All right? And first of all, we tap on the top of the head. Now, on the top of the head, a lot of meridians meet on the top of the head, and we have a lot of acupressure points. So we just tap round in a circle, and we say, I feel anxious. Then we move on to the eyebrow point. So this is the point where the eyebrow meets the nose. We use 2 fingers and tap on that point. And repeat again, I feel anxious. Then we move to the side of the eye. And it's in the concave of the bone there. So we're quite close to the eye, or quite in the eye socket really. I feel anxious. Then we move under the eye. And again, we're on the bone here. So it's quite high under the eye, just be very gentle, but tap hard enough that you can sort of feel the vibration. I feel anxious. The next point is under the nose. I feel anxious. The next point, we call it the chin point, but it's actually in that dip underneath the bottom lip. I feel anxious. And then we move to a point, now we call this point the collarbone point. It's not actually directly on the, it's just sort of off the collarbone, but it's, if you feel around for a U shape of bone here, we go down about 1 inch and then across about 1 inch, and either side. The meridians run bilaterally, so like the side of the eye here and the eyebrow point and under the eye. You've got them either side as you have on the collarbone point. You can tap one, the other, you can tap both. Sometimes we just do light thump here. Okay, and again we're repeating I feel anxious. And the last point I'm going to show you today, there are other points we use in EFT, but more often than not we just use these ones. It's under the arm, and it's about 4 inches beneath the armpit, and we tap there. Okay, now on ladies, this is roughly level with your bra strap. Gents, it's about level with the nipple. Okay, and then we take a nice deep breath. tune back into the original problem. So go back to think about the anxiety and just notice whether the intensity is the same or whether it's gone down. Quite often you'll find that after a round of tapping that intensity will have gone down. Now it might not have cleared yet. So what we do now is we do another round of tapping. We recognise the reduction, if indeed there has been, and we slightly change the statement. Now if there hasn't been a reduction, just repeat what we did in the first place and just repeat that again and see whether there's a difference that time. Okay, so we just change it very slightly and we'll be saying, even though I still have some anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. And we repeat it 3 times. Even though I still have some anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. And once more, even though I still have some anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then to the top of the head, we change this reminder phrase to this remaining anxiety. An eyebrow, this remaining anxiety. Side of eye, this remaining anxiety. Under eye, this remaining anxiety. Under nose, this remaining anxiety. Chin, this remaining anxiety. Collarbone, this remaining anxiety. And underarm, this remaining anxiety. And let me take a nice deep breath once more. And once again, check back into the anxiety and see at what level it is now or whether it's completely gone. You might find that you have to do a few rounds, but usually you will get a good amount of relief by doing a few rounds of tapping on some of these emotions. And the phrase is exactly the same whether you're working on fear or anger, guilt, sadness, even a craving. It would be, even though I crave chocolate, I deeply and completely accept myself. Or even though I really want some cheese, I deeply and completely accept myself. And repeat that part 3 times, and then I crave chocolate, 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 I crave chocolate. And I regularly get people throw chocolate in the bin after a few rounds of tapping because it's changed the taste, it's changed the smell, it tastes claggy. These are all things people have said to me about the chocolate, and said with amazement because they really haven't believed it's true, but they're experiencing it so they know that it's true. Okay, so have a go, practice, see how you get on. If you need any help, you know, if you feel that it's something that you can't tackle by yourself, by all means give me a call or drop me an email, Linda, Linda @alternativeapproach.co.uk. And if you're interested in the Tap Yourself Slim program, you might like to have a look at the website, www.tapyourselfslim.co.uk. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. I'd like to think you'd use some EFT, give it a good trial, and like I say, I'm here if you've got any questions. So thank you very much.